There are several thousand collisions involving trains each year, which result in over 1,000 injuries and several hundred deaths. A majority of these deaths occur when someone is struck by a train while trespassing on railroad property. Remember, railroad property is private property. Trespassing along railroad property is not only against the law, it's very dangerous. Avoid taking shortcuts. The only safe place to cross railroad tracks is at a designated crossing. Don't get caught dead on the tracks. Stay off, stay away, stay alive.
Visit Elmhurst.org to explore the new City of Elmhurst website. Find out the latest Elmhurst news, pay utility bills and parking tickets, report concerns, and much more. Elmhurst.org is an ideal way to discover what Elmhurst offers your business, your family, your life.
So quiet when we weren't starting yet. I apologize. We had a microphone thing we were fixing. Thank you so much for coming out. My name is Jason. I'm the director of this production of Into the Woods. A couple quick housekeeping things. Please make sure you've turned off your phone, your BlackBerry, your beeper, or whatever you might have that would make noise. Also, there is no flash photography during the show. It is distracting, but also it's very unsafe because our set, as you'll see shortly, is huge and we don't want to temporarily blind any of the kids and have them get hurt. No videotaping either, please. There will be a copy of the show that every cast member gets, so that's fantastic. I'm supposed to tell you, Act 2 of the show is a little darker and scarier than Act 1 of the show, which means if you're here with a little small young person, you might want to discuss with them and make sure that they're okay with that. I personally want to thank all of the moms, dads, relatives of the cast members and everyone else who have helped make the sets, lights, props, costumes happen. In particular, there are 4 people that I need to send a thank you to. Nancy Ruprecht, Christy Sopko, Kathy Meyer, and Ann Knutson, who everything I asked for the show, they just kept saying, yes, we can do it, we can do it. So I would like a round of applause for them, please. Thank you to them, and thank you to everybody. I'm extremely, extremely proud of the 33 people that you're about to see perform this show, and I think you will be too. So please enjoy Into the Woods.
Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom,
more than anything,
lived a young maiden,
life,
a sad young lad,
I wish,
and a childless baker with his wife.
More than life,
I wish,
more than anything,
more than the moon.
I wish the king is giving a festival.
More than life,
I wish to go to the festival.
More than riches.
I wish my cow would give us some milk. More than anything,
I wish we had a child.
I want a child. I wish to go to the festival.
I wish we had a child. I wish.
You wish to go to the festival?
The poor girl's mother had died.
You Cinderella the festival.
Cinderella the
You wish to go to the festival, the king's festival.
Her father had taken off for his new wife.
The festival.
A woman with 3 daughters up her own.
Look at your nails,
Look at your dress, people would laugh at you.
Nevertheless, you still wish to go to the festival and dance before the queens. Ha, 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 ha.
All 4 beautiful face but vile and black of heart.
Jack, on the other hand, had no father, and his mother,
I wish,
well, she was not quite beautiful.
I wish my son were not a fool. I wish my house was not a mess. I wish the cow was full of milk. I wish the walls were full of gold. I wish a lot of things. You foolish child! What in heaven's name are you doing with the cow inside the house?
A warm environment might just be what milky white needs to produce his milk.
It's a she! How many times must I tell you only she's can give milk?
Why, come in, little girl.
I wish it's not for me, it's for my granny in the woods. loaf of bread, please, to bring my poor old hungry granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread, please.
Cinderella's stepmother had a surprise for her.
I have emptied a pot of lentils into the ashes for you. If you have picked them out again in 2 hours' time, you shall go to the ball with us.
And perhaps a sticky one or four.
Birds in the sky, birds in the east, and the leaves in the fields out of castles and ponds. Come, little birds, down from the east, and the leaves out of fields out of castles and ponds.
Oh, squeeze.
Quick to the ashes, tick and peck and swiftly sink to the ashes, into the pot, into the wild sun, look what must be taken to heart.
Mother, no! It's the breast cow!
Was, she's been gone for a week. We got food, no money, and no toys to sell her, but she was still been right.
The Milky Way's my best friend in the whole wide world.
Look at her! There are bugs on her dugs. There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump, big enough to be a hump.
But, son,
We've no time to sit and dither, while her withers wither with her. And no one keeps a cow for a friend. Sometimes I fear you're touched.
Into the woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to go. Into the woods, but even so, I must begin my journey. Into the woods and through the trees to where I am expected now. Into the woods to grandmother's house. Into around.
you certain of your way?
The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just woods. I sort of hate to ask it, but do you have a basket?
Don't strain me late and save some of those sweets for Granny.
Into the woods and down the dell, the path is straight, I know it well. Into the woods and who can tell what's waiting on the journey. Into the woods to bring some bread to Granny who is sick and bad. Never can tell what lies ahead, for all that I know she's already dead. But into the woods, into the woods, into the woods to grandmother's house and home before dark.
Fly, birds, back to the sky, back to the east, and the leaves, and the fields, and the...
Cinderella, are you really wearing that?
Here I found a little tear, Cinderella, can't you hide it with a hat?
You look beautiful.
No, she means me. Put it in a twist. Who would be there?
Mother said be good, father said be nice. That was always their advice. So be nice, Cinderella. Good, Cinderella. Nice, good, good, nice.
Tighter.
What's the good of being good if everyone is blind and you're always left behind? Never mind, Cinderella. Kind, Cinderella. Nice, good, nice, kind, good, nice. Ow!
Not that tight. Sorry, Claude. Because the baker had lost his mother and father in a baking accident, or so he believed, he was eager to have a child of his own, and was afraid that all attempts until now had failed.
Who might that be?
We've sold our last loaf of bread.
It's the witch from next door.
We have no bread.
Of course you have no bread.
Then what do you wish?
It's not what I wish, it's what you wish. Nothing cooking in there now, is there?
The old enchantress went on to tell the couple that she had placed a spell on their house.
What spell?
In the past, when you were no more than a babe, your father brought his young wife into this cottage. They were a handsome couple, but not handsome neighbors. You see, your mother was with child, and she developed an unusual appetite. She took one look at my beautiful garden and told your father that what she wanted more than anything in the world was greens, greens, nothing but greens. Parsley, peppers, cabbages, and celery, asparagus, and watercress, and fiddle ferns, and lettuce. He said, all right, but it wasn't quite, because I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. He was robbing me, running through my rutabaga, raiding my arugula, and ripping up the rampion, my champion, my favorite. And I should have laid a spell on him right there. Turned him into stone, or a dog, or a chair, or a... No. But I let him have the rampion. I had lots months to spare. In return, however, I said fair is fair. You can let me have the baby that your wife will bear. And we'll call it square.
I had a brother?
No, but you had a sister?
But the witch refused to tell him anything more of his sister, not even that her name was Rapunzel. She went on.
I thought I had been more than reasonable, that we all might live happily ever after. But how was I to know what your father had also hidden in his pocket? You see, when I had inherited that garden from my mother, she had warned me I was to be punished if I were ever to lose any of the beans.
Beans?
The special beans. I let him go. I did not show my beans. I was watching him crawl back over the wall. Then bang, crash, the lightning flash. And well, that's another story. Never mind. Anyways, at last the big day came. I made my claim. Oh, don't take away the baby. They shrieked and screamed. But I did, and I hid her will she'll never be reached. Your father cried, and your mother died. When for extra measure, I admit it was a pleasure. I said, sorry, I'm still not mollified. And I laid a little spell on them. You too, son. That your family tree would always be a barren one. So, there's no more fuss, and there's no more scenes, and my garden thrives. You should see my nectarines. But I'm telling you the same I tell kings and queens. Don't ever, never, ever mess around with my greens. Especially the beans.
Listen well, son. Milky White must be taken to the market. Take no less than 5 pounds. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
Now, how much you task?
No more than 5.
Less than 5. Jack, 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 head in a sack. The house is getting colder. This is not a time for dreaming. Chimney stack starting to crack. The mice are getting bolder. The floor's gone slack. Your mother's getting older. Your father's not back. And you can't just sit here dreaming pretty dreams. To wish and wait from day to day will never keep the wolves away. So into the woods, the time is now. We have to live, I don't care how. Into the woods to sell the cow. You must begin the journey. Straight through the woods and don't delay. We have to face the marketplace. Into the woods to journey's end. Into the woods to sell a friend. Someday you'll have a real pet, Jack.
A piggy?
Meanwhile, the witch, for purposes of her own, explained how the baker might lift the spell.
You wish to have the curse reversed? I'll need a certain potion first. Go to the wood and bring me back. 1, the cow as white as milk. 2, the cape as red as blood. 3, the hair as yellow as corn. 4, the slipper as pure as gold. Bring me these before the chime of midnight in 3 days' time, and you shall have, I guarantee, a child as perfect as child can be. Go to the wood!
Ladies, our carriage awaits.
Now may I go to the festival?
The festival? Darling, those nails, darling, those clothes.
Lentils are one thing, but darling, with those you make us a fool of the festival.
And mortify the prince.
The carriage is waiting.
We must be gone. Good night, Father. I wish.
Look at what I found in Father's hunting jacket.
6 beans.
I wonder if they're the...
Witch's beans, we'll take them with us.
No, you are not coming.
I know you're fearful of the woods at night.
The spell's in my house. Only I can lift the spell.
No, the spell's in our house. We must lift the spell
You're
together.
not
The
coming.
spell's in our
It
house.
is final. Now what am I to return?
You don't remember? The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure as gold.
The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure as gold.
And so the baker reluctantly set off to meet the enchantress' demands.
The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn. The slipper is pure as gold, the cow, the cape, the slipper is pure as gold. It's time to go, it may be all in vain, I know. Into the woods, but even so, I have to take the journey. Into the woods, the path is straight, I know it well, but who can tell? Into the woods to lift the spell. Into the woods to raise his banner. Into the woods to fetch the pigs. Oh, shot. Into the woods without the bread, the choice is made, the task is set. Into the woods, but not forgetting why I'm on in the glade there.
Into the woods without delay, but careful not to lose the way. Into the woods, who knows what may be lurking on the journey. Into the woods to get the thing that makes it worth the journey. Into the woods to see the key, to sell the cow, to see, to sell, to get, to bring, to make, to live, to go to the festival. Into the woods, into the woods, into the woods and out of the woods. And I'll be more dark.
Cinderella had planted a branch at her mother's grave, and she visited there so often and wept so often that she watered it until it became a handsome tree.
Been good and I've been kind, mother, doing only what I learned from you. Why then am I left behind, mother? Is there something more that I should do? What is wrong with me, mother? Something must be wrong. I wish.
What, child? Specify. Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor, and good fortune, like bad, can befall when least expected. Do you know what you wish? Are you certain what you wish is what you want? If you know what you want, then make a wish. Ask the tree, and you shall have your wish.
Shiver and quiver, little tree. Silver and gold throw down on me. I'm off to get my wish.
Quiet. Silence everywhere, don't went. Not to my liking.
Hello, Jack.
How did you know my name?
When first I appear, I seem mysterious, but when explained, I am nothing serious.
Say that again.
On your way to the market, you might have been there long ago. Taking your time, Jack?
No, sir.
Is that the truth?
Well, see, now I'm resting.
How much are you asking for the animal?
No less than 5 pounds.
5 pounds? Oh, now, Jack, why such a sum?
Well, Mother told
Your
me.
mother? A boy your age? Why, you'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
Well, Come on, little one. There are spirits here. Hello, little girl.
Good day, Mr. Wolf.
Whither away so hurriedly?
To my grandmother's.
And what might be in your basket?
Bread and wine, so grandmother will have something good to make her strong.
And where might your grandmother live?
A good quarter of a league further into the woods. Her house stands under 3 large oak trees. Can't believe Mother. Why today of all days she said that it's time for us to go out into the world and pursue our fortune.
Today is just as good as any other day.
But for tonight's dinner, she's making corn fritters, cherry pie, potatoes and onion, Cornish hens, green beans, and corn slop stew. Why can't you wait until tomorrow to send us out?
Tomorrow she would have fixed something equally scrumptious, and you still wouldn't want to leave.
Well, she could have at least waited until after I took my mid-afternoon nap. I mean, it takes a lot out of me keeping up these good looks.
The fact of the matter is, Mother's too many other piglets, and we, being the 3 oldest, are off to build our own homes and start our own lives.
She has Hilbert, Filbert, Philomena, Adriana, Alvin, Melvin, William, Wilhelmina, Philip, and Philiana.
Wait a minute. I smell something good. I smell... Oh, wait a minute. I know what that is. I've tasted it before. I smell sweet buns. Good day, little pigs.
Good day.
Wait a minute. You can't eat those. I'm taking them to my grandmother who's sick in bed.
Oh, bed. I remember it fondly.
What are you 3 little pigs doing in the forest?
Mother has too many other piglets, and we, being the 3 oldest, are off to build our own homes and give her a break.
She has Hilbert, Filbert, Philomena, Adriana, Alvin, Melvin.
What? Did you see that?
Yep.
Dinner.
Pigs away from home? Delicious. I got a great recipe for pigs in a blanket.
Pigs? You could have them. I prefer people. Look at that flesh.
Pink and plump.
Hello, little girl.
Tender and fresh. Not one lump. Hello, little pigs.
This one's especially lush.
Delicious.
Hello, little girl. What's your rush? You're missing out flowers. The sun looks at flowers. Take your time.
Mother said straight ahead, not to delay or be misled.
Just so little pigs park and hush. The birds are singing sweetly. You'll miss the birds completely. You're traveling so fleetly.
Grandmother first, then Miss Plum. What a delectable couple. Utter perfection, one frail, one supple, one
Mother said,
dear.
come on, May, follow the path and never stray.
Just so little girl, any path.
So many worth exploring.
Just one would be so boring.
And look what you're ignoring.
Delicate meat, crispy bones.
Pig is a treat for the palate.
All the scrumptious carnality.
Oh, what a day. There's no possible way
To describe what you feel
when you're talking to your meal.
Mother said, come to string, still I suppose a small delay. Granny might like a fresh bouquet. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, little girl.
Goodbye, little piggies. And hello.
It's harm to come to that little girl in the red cape.
Forget about the little girl and get the cape.
You frightened me.
That's the cape. Get it. Get it. Get it.
How am I supposed to get it?
Go up to the little thing and you take it.
I can't just take a cloak from a little girl. Why don't you take it?
If I could, I would, but I... Ah, my Rapunzel. Listen to her beautiful music. Get me what I need. Get me what I need.
This is ridiculous. I'll never get that red cape, nor find a golden cow. Or was it a yellow cow and a golden slipper? Oh no.
The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure.
What are you doing here?
You forgot your scarf.
No, you have no business being alone in the wood. And you have no idea what have come upon here. You would be frightened for your life. Now go home immediately.
I wish to help.
No. The spell is in my house.
Our house.
Only I can lift the spell. The spell
We
is in
must
my
lift the
house.
spell together.
The spell is on.
Cow is white as
Milk. Hello there, young man.
Hello, sir.
What might you be doing with a cow in the middle of the forest?
I was heading towards market, but I seem to have lost my way. And what are you planning to do?
And what are you planning to do there?
Sell my cow, sir. No less than 5 pounds.
5 pounds? Where am I to get 5 pounds?
Your cow must be generous of milk to fetch such a sum. Yes, ma'am. And if you can't fetch that sum, then what are you to do? I hadn't thought of that. I guess my mother and I will have no food to eat.
This is the sum total.
Beans. Beans! We mustn't give up our special beans. Well, if you say we must. Huh? Beans will bring you food, son. Beans in exchange for my cow? These are no ordinary beans. These beans carry magic. Magic? What kind of magic? Tell him.
Magic that defies description.
Well, my mother would.
You'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
How many beans?
6. 5. We can't part with all of them. And I'd say they're worth £1 at the very least.
Could I buy my cow back someday?
Well, possibly.
I guess this is goodbye, old pal. You've been a perfect friend. I hate to see us part, old pal. Someday I'll buy you back. I'll see you soon again. I hope that when I do, it won't be on a plate.
Did someone say beans in a plate?
Yes, but I was just saying goodbye to my best friend, Milky White.
I'm in the woods on a quest from a witch to get magical objects, and now talking pigs? How much crazier could this day get?
A quest? Did your mother send you out to seek your fortune too?
Brothers, there is no time for conversing with strangers. I've got a bad feeling about that wolf we met, and I'm eager to get started on my house of bricks.
Again with the bricks. Straw is the way for construction these days. Why rush? I've been collecting sticks. Slowly. And I have more than enough to build a great house. Eventually. No, it's
No,
not.
because the bricks are so
expensive.
Head north until you see a huge oak tree. Just beyond it lives the old brickmaker.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Take the cow and go home.
I was trying to be helpful.
Magic beans! We've no reason to believe they're magic. Are we going to dispel this curse through deceit?
No one would have given him more for this creature. We did him a favor, at least they'll have some food.
5 beans!
If you know what you want, then you go and you find it and you get it.
Home!
Do you want a child or not? And you give and you take and you bid and you bargain or you live to regret it.
Will you please go home?
There are rights and wrongs and in-betweens. No one waits when fortune intervenes. And maybe they're really magic. Who knows? What you do, that's the point. All the rest of it is chatter.
Look at her, she's crying.
If the thing you do is pure in intent, if it's meant and it's just a little bent, doesn't matter.
Yes.
No, what matters is that everyone tells tiny lies. What's important really is the size.
What?
Only 3 more tries and we'll have our prize. When the end's in sight, you'll realize if the end is right, it justifies the beans.
Take the cow and go home. I will carry this out in my own fashion.
And so the baker continued his search for the cape as red as blood.
And for Rapunzel, the witch was careful not to lose this beauty to the outside world, and so shut her within a doorless tower that lay deep within the forest.
And when the old enchantress paid a visit, she called forth, Rapunzel! Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel. What a strange name. Strange, but beautiful, and fit for a prince. Tomorrow, before that horrible witch arrives, I shall stand before a window and ask her to let down her hair to me.
Hello there, little one.
Hello.
Have you saved some of those sweets for Granny?
I ate all the sweets and half the loaf of bread.
What a beautiful cape. I so admire it.
My granny made it for me.
Is that right? I would love a nice red cloak like that.
You'd look pretty foolish.
May I take a look at it?
I don't like to be without my cape. Please, give it back.
I want it badly.
Give it back, please. Forget about the little girl and get the cape.
sure that you really love this cake. Now you go to your granny's and make sure that no wolf comes your way.
I'd rather a wolf than you any day.
If you know what you need, then you go and you find it and you get it. Do I want a child or not? It's a cloak. What's a cloak? It's a joke. It's a stupid little cloak, and a cloak is what you make it. So you take it. Things are only what you need them for. What's important is who needs them more.
And so, the baker with newfound determination went after the red cake. As for the little girl, she was surprised to find her grandmother's cottage door standing open.
Oh, uneasy I feel. Perhaps it's all the sweets. Oh, grandmother, you're looking very strange. What big eyes you have.
Better to see you with, my dear.
But grandmother, what big ears you have.
Better to hear you with, my dear.
But grandmother, what large hands you have.
Better to hug you with, my dear.
But grandmother, what a big, large, wet mouth you have.
Better to eat you with! Said this, then with a single bound began devouring the little girl. It was a full day of eating for both, and with his appetite appeased, the wolf took to bed for a nice long nap.
That grandmother has a mighty snore. Odd, where's the little one? Eating, no doubt. Or eaten. Grandmother, huh?
What's that little red cloth hanging from the corner of your mouth? Looks to me to be a piece of... I will get the cake from within your stomach.
What a fright! How dark and dank it was inside that wolf.
You old devil! Take that knife and cut his evil head off! Let's see the demon sliced into 1,000 bits! Better yet, let's the animal die in a painful, agonizing, hideous death!
Granny!
Quiet, child! The evil must be destroyed!
I will leave you to your task.
Want the skins?
No, you keep them.
What kind of a hunter are you?
I'm a baker.
Mother said straight ahead, not to delay or be misled. I should have heeded her advice, but he seemed so nice. And he showed me things, many beautiful things that I hadn't thought to explore. They were off my path, so I never had dared. I had been so careful, I never had cared. And he made me feel excited, well, excited and scared. When he said, come in, with that sickening grin, how could I know what was in store? Once his teeth were bared, though I really got scared, well, excited and scared. But he drew me close and he swallowed me down the dark, slimy path where lie secrets that I never want to know. And when everything familiar seemed to disappear forever, at the end of the path was Granny once again. So we waited in the dark until someone sets us free, and we're brought into the light, and we're back at the start. And I know things now, many valuable things that I hadn't known before. Do not put your faith in a cape and a hood. They will not protect you the way that they should. And take extra care with strangers, even flowers have their dangers, and though scary is exciting, nice is different than good. Now I know, don't be scared, Granny was right, just be prepared. Isn't it nice to know a lot? And a little bit not. Mr. Baker, you saved our lives here.
Are you certain?
Yes, maybe Granny will make me a new one from the wolf that attacked us.
Thank you!
And so, the baker, with the second article in hand, feeling braver and more satisfied than he'd ever felt before, ran back through the woods. As for the lad Jack, only a goat wolf would exchange a cow for beans.
Mother, no!
To bed without supper. Little did they know, those beans would soon grow into an enormous beanstalk that would stretch into the heavens.
Are you all right?
Yes, I just needed to catch my breath.
What a beautiful gown you're wearing. Were you at the King's Festival?
Yes.
Aren't you the lucky one? Wait, whatever are you doing in the woods at this hour?
Have you seen a beautiful young woman in a ball gown pass through?
I don't think so, sir.
I think I see her over there.
I've never lied to royalty before. I've never anything to royalty before.
Thank you.
If a prince were looking for me, I certainly wouldn't hide.
Well, what are you doing here? And with the cow?
My husband's somewhere out in the woods. He's undoing a spell.
Oh?
Oh, yes. Are you to return to the festival tomorrow eve?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Oh, to be pursued by a prince. All that ever pursues me is tomorrow's bread. What I wouldn't give to be in your shoes.
Will you look over there? An enormous vine growing next to that tiny cottage.
I mean slippers.
It looks like a giant beanstalk rising into the sky.
As pure as gold?
I must get home.
Wait! I need your shoes!
Hey, get back here!
One midnight gone! No not entice it.
Sometimes the things you most wish for are not to be touched.
The harder to get, the better to have.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Never wear mauve at a ball.
Or pink. Or red.
Or open your mouth.
The difference between a cow and a bean is a bean and you get an adventure.
Slotted spoons don't hold much soup.
The prettier the flower, the farther from the path. One midnight gone!
Not the end of the world. A servant is not just a dog, no prince.
Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor.
You may know what you need to go to your kilometers in the Yankee what you have.
One midnight gone! Sometimes the things you
The
most wish
harder
for
to get, the better to
are not to be
have.
touched. The prettier
Agreed.
the one midnight gone! One midnight gone!
Into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods and out of the woods and home before.
There are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible giants in the sky. When you're way up high and you look below at the world you left and the things you know, little more than a glance is enough to show you just how small you are. When you're way up high and you're on your own in a world like none that you've ever known, where the sky is lit and the earth is stone, you're free to do whatever pleases you, exploring things you'd never dare, 'cause you don't care when suddenly there's a big, tall, terrible giant at the door. A big, tall, terrible lady giant sweeping the floor. And she gives you food and she gives you rest, and she draws you close to her giant breast. And you know things now that you never knew before. Not till the sky only twists and you made a friend and all, and you know she's big but she don't feel small. Someone bigger than her comes along the hall to swallow you for lunch. And your heart is lead and stomach stone, and you're really scared being all alone. And it sends you long for the things you know and the world you left and little you own. The fun is done. You steal what you can and run, and you scramble down and you look below, and the world you know begins to grow. The roof, the house, and your mother at the door. The roof, the house, and the world
world you never thought to explore. And you think of all of the things you've seen, and you wish that you could live in between, and you're back again, only different than before. After the sky, there are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible, awesome, scary, wonderful giants in the sky. Good fortune, sir. Look what I have here. 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces?
I had more, but my mother made me surrender them. She gave me these 5 to do as I pleased.
Oh, my.
Where's Milky White?
She's back home with my wife.
Well, let's go find them.
Wait. I do not know if I wish to sell.
But you said I might buy my cow back.
Yes, but I'm not certain the 5 gold pieces.
So you wish for more money?
More money is always...
Here, you take these. I'll go fetch more.
Wait, but... 5 gold pieces? With this, I could buy baking supplies for a year. I could buy a new thatched roof and a new chimney.
But could you buy yourself a child?
Who are you?
When first I appear, I seem delirious. But when explained, I am nothing serious. Could you buy yourself a child?
I don't understand.
How badly do you wish for a child? 5 gold pieces? 10? 20?
I haven't really thought to put a price on it.
Exactly. You haven't thought of many things. Now have you, son?
Give me that back. It's not yours.
Nor is it Jack's. The money's not important. What's important? That your wish be granted.
Come back here. Darn. Come back here. What are you doing here?
I see you have the red cape.
Yes, I have the red cape.
Only 2 items left to locate. 3?
2. I have the cape and the cow.
You have the cape.
What have you done with the cow?
She ran away. I've been looking for her all night. I've never reached home.
I should have known better than to entrust her to you.
But she may have easily run from you.
But she didn't.
But she might have.
But she didn't.
But she might have.
Who cares? The cow is gone. Get it back. Get it back.
You're just going to do that. Here, I can give you this.
Don't give me that, fool. Have you no sense? I don't want to touch that. Listen to her beautiful music.
It's lovely.
She's very talented.
By tomorrow's midnight, deliver the items or you wish you never thought to have a child.
I don't like that woman.
Sorry I lost the cow.
I shouldn't have yelled. Now please go back to the village. I will make things right, and then we can just go about our lives. No more hunting about in the woods for magical objects. No more witches or dim-witted boys or hungry little girls. Go.
Ah, there you are, good brother. Father and I had wondered where you had gone.
I've been looking all night for her.
Her?
The beautiful one I danced the evening with.
Where did she go?
Disappeared like the fine morning mist.
She was lovely.
The loveliest.
I'm not certain of that. I must confess, I too have found a lovely maiden. She lives here in the woods.
The woods?
Yes, in the top of a tall tower there's no door or stairs.
Where?
2 leagues from here, due east, just beyond the mossy knoll.
And how do you manage a visit?
I stand beneath her tower and say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. And she lowers the longest, most beautiful head of hair, yellow as corn, which I climb to her.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, you jest. I have never heard of such a thing.
I speak the truth. She's as true as your maiden. Maiden running from a prince. None would run from us.
Yet one has. Did I abuse her or show her disdain? Why does she run from me? If I should lose her, how shall I regain the heart she has won from me? Agony, on power of speech, when the one thing you want is the only thing out of your reach.
High in her tower, she sits by the hour, maintaining her hair. Life and becoming, thy frequently humming a light-hearted air. Agony, far more painful than yours, when you know she would go with you, if there only were doors. Agony, oh, the torture they teach. What's as intriguing,
or half so fatiguing,
as what's out of reach.
Am I not sensitive, clever, well-mannered, considerate, passionate, charming, as well as I'm handsome, heir to the throne?
You are everything maidens could wish for.
Then why no?
Do I know?
The girl must be mad.
You know nothing of madness, till you're climbing her hair and you see her up there as you're nearing her, all the while hearing her.
Agony, misery, woe,
though it's different for each. Always 10 feet below and she's just out of reach. Agony that can cut like a knife. I must have her to wife.
Two princes, each more handsome than the other. No, get the hair.
Excuse me, young woman, have you encountered a boy with blonde hair, a sunny, though occasionally vague disposition, answering to the name of Jack?
Not the one partial to the white cow?
He's the one!
Have you seen the cow?
No, I don't wish you ever again. Children can be very queer about their animals. You be careful with your children.
I have no children.
That's okay, too.
Yes, well, I haven't seen your son today.
I hope it didn't go climbing up that beanstalk again. Quit while you're ahead, I always say. Jack! Jack?
Moo! Looking for your cow?
Where did you find her? Hello?
What are you doing here?
I'm here to make amends.
I want you to stay out of this, old man.
I'm here to see that your wish is granted.
You've caused enough trouble. Stay out of my path.
I hope there are no witches to encounter. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me.
Is that you, my prince?
Yes.
Excuse me for this.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
You do take plenty of spills, don't you?
Yes, it's these shoes. They're not much suited for these surroundings. Actually, they're not much suited for dancing either.
I'd say these slippers are as pure as gold.
Yes, they're all you could wish for in beauty.
What I wouldn't give for just one.
One's not likely to do you much good.
Look, sir, look!
Yes, there she is. Move.
I must run.
And I must have your shoes.
Stop that!
I need to have a child.
And I need to get out of here!
Oh! Where did she go?
Don't play the fool, woman.
Oh, the beautiful young maiden. She went that way.
I could capture my own damsel, thank you.
Yes, sir.
I thought we were supposed to go east when we got to the castle.
No, I'm sure it was go south once you got to the east side of the castle.
No, it was go southeast at the west side of the castle.
Whatever you three are arguing about.
Can you tell us the way to another brickmaker?
You were looking for one hours ago. You still haven't found them?
It's a long story.
A wolf brought us through the woods.
And he blew down my house. And mine as well.
But the bricks?
Well, he couldn't get in.
And so when he fell asleep, we snuck out to get more bricks.
Why would you need more?
We can't live together!
There's another brickmaker half a league further.
Thank you!
Please, the prince. I'm sure, I swear, if we just go a little bit faster, he'll be there. Just go faster. I'm sure the prince is there. Go.
Where did he go?
Who? The prince, of course.
Yes.
Dreamy.
He went that way, but you'll never reach him.
We would if the mongrel of the cow hadn't harassed us.
Cow?
Please, just let me compare this with that of your own.
He wants to compare our hair to corn.
Over there!
I thought you were returning home. I've had no luck.
But you've the cow.
Yes, I have the cow. I've only 2 of the 4.
3.
2.
3. Compare this to your corn.
Where did you find it?
I pulled it from a maiden in a tower.
3.
And I almost had the 4th, but she got away.
We've 1 entire day left. Surely we can locate the slipper by then.
You mean you'll allow me to stay?
Well, perhaps it will take the 2 of us to get this child.
You've changed. You're daring. You're different in the woods. More sure, more sharing. You're getting us through the woods. If you could see, you're not the man who started, and much more open-hearted than I knew you to be.
It takes 2. I thought 1 was enough. It's not true. It takes 2 of us. You came through. When the journey was rough, it took you. It took 2 of us. It takes care. It takes patience and fear and despair to change. Though you swear to change, who can tell if you do? It takes 2.
We've changed. We're strangers. I'm meeting you in the woods. Who minds what dangers? I know we're past the woods. And once we're past, let's hope the changes last. Beyond woods, beyond witches and slippers and hoods. Just the 2 of us beyond lies. Safe at home with our beautiful brides. Just the 2 of us. It takes trust. It takes just a bit more and we're done. We need 4, we had none. We've got 3. We need 1. It takes 2. Stop her! Stop that head! Milky White!
And the owners.
In my head!
Look at what this head has dropped in my hand.
See, I promised you more than 5 gold pieces I gave you, sir.
5 gold pieces.
Now I'm taking my cow.
5 gold pieces?
No, I never said I would sell.
But you took my 5 gold pieces.
You took 5 gold pieces?
I didn't take, you gave.
Where are they?
An old man.
You said I could have my
I
cow.
never said you could. I said you might.
You would take money before a child? Milky White is dead!
Two midnights gone, and the exhausted baker and his wife buried the dead Milky White.
You must go to the village in search of another cow.
And what do you propose? I used to purchase this cow.
Here, tell them it's magic.
No person with a brain larger than this is going to exchange a cow for a bean.
Then steal it.
Steal it? Just 2 days ago you were accusing me of exercising deceit and securing the cow.
Then don't steal it and resign yourself to a childless life.
I feel it best that you go in search of the cow, as I have met a maiden these previous eves with the golden slipper, and I feel I might succeed in securing it.
Fine.
Fine.
That is simply
fine!
Unfortunately for Rapunzel, the witch scoured her affections for the prince before he could spirit her away.
What did I clearly say? Children should listen.
No.
What were you not to do? Children must see.
No, please.
And learn. Why could you not obey? Children should listen. What have I been to you? What would you have me be? Handsome like a prince. Ah, but I am bold, I am ugly, I embarrass you.
No.
You are ashamed of me.
No.
You are ashamed. You don't understand.
I was lonely atop that tower.
I was not company enough, and I'm no longer a child. I wish to see the world. Don't you know what's out there in the wood? Someone has to shield you from the wood. Stay with me. Princes wait there in the world, it's true. Princes, yes, but wolves and humans too. Stay at home, I am home. Who out there could love you more than I? What out there that I cannot supply? Stay with me. Stay with me, the world is dark and wild. Stay a child while you can be a child. With me. I gave you protection, and yet you disobeyed me.
But did you expect me to stay in that tower forever?
You lied. Why didn't you tell me you had a visitor? I will not share you, but I will show you a world you've never seen before. No!
When is a white cow not a white cow?
I don't know. Leave me alone.
Haven't I left you alone enough already?
Your questions make no sense, old man. Go away.
In need of another cow?
What a beautiful case!
Stay away from my cape or I'll slice you into 1,000 bits.
I don't want it. I was just admiring it.
My granny made it for me, from a wolf that attacked us. She let me skin the animal, and best of all, she gave me this beautiful knife for protection.
Well, I have a hen that lays golden eggs.
I don't believe that egg came from that hen. Where'd you get that egg?
I got it from the kingdom of the giant, up there. And if you think this is something, you should see the harp the giant has. It plays the most beautiful tunes without even having to touch it.
Oh, sure it does. Why don't you go up to the kingdom right now and bring me back and show me?
I could.
You could not.
I could.
You could not, Mr. Liar.
I could. I'll show you. You'll see.
After having cast out Rapunzel in a remote desert,
The witch is trying to
take the prince by surprise, and as he leapt for the tower, the thorns into which he fell pierced his eyes and blinded him.
As for Cinderella, she returned from her final visit to the festival.
He's a very nice prince. He's a prince who prepares, knowing this time I'd run from him. He spread pitch on the stairs. I was caught unawares, and I thought, well, he cares. This is more than just malice. Better stop and take stock while you're standing here stuck on the steps of the palace. You think, what do you want? You think, make a decision. Why not stay and be cold? You think, well, it's a thought, what would be his response? But then what if he knew who you were when you know that you're not what he thinks that he wants? And whichever you pick, do it quick, 'cause you're starting to stick to the steps of the palace. It's your first big decision. The choice isn't easy to make. To arrive at the ball is exciting and no one's there, though it's scary. And it's fun to deceive when you know you can leave, but you have to be wary. There's a lot that's at stake when you stall long enough, 'cause you're still standing stuck in the stuff on the steps. Better run along home and avoid a collision. Even though they don't care, you'll be better off there where there's nothing to choose, so there's nothing to lose. So you cry up your shoes, and then out of the blue, and without any guide, you know what your decision is, which is not to decide. You'll just leave him a clue. For example, a shoe, and then see what he'll do. Now it's he and not you who is stuck with the shoe in a stew, in a goo. And you've learned something too, something you never knew, on the steps of the palace. Don't come any closer. Please, just hear me out. We have nothing to discuss. You've attacked me once before.
I did not attack you, I attacked your shoe. I need it. Here's a magic bean in exchange for it.
Magic bean? Nonsense.
Don't do that.
I've already given up one shoe this evening. My feet cannot bear to give another.
But I need it to have a child.
That doesn't make any sense.
Does it make any sense that you are running from a prince?
Stop!
Here, take my shoes. You'll run faster.
Who was that woman?
I don't know, sir.
Lying will cost you your life.
I've done nothing wrong.
I'm the cow.
I'm the slipper we will for.
I will take this to the prince, and we will search the kingdom tomorrow for the maiden who will fit this slipper.
But it's mine, and I don't care if it costs me my life.
Give her the slipper, and all will come to a happy end.
What was that noise?
Just a bolt of lightning in a far-off kingdom.
How dare you take off and search without me?
My apologies, sir. I thought that I might...
Enough of what you thought. I employed a ruse and had an entire staircase smeared with pitch. And there, when she ran down, remained the maiden's slipper.
Brilliant.
I thought so, but it did create quite a mess when the other guests left.
And, sir, I have succeeded in obtaining the other slipper.
Give her the slipper, and all will come to a happy end.
Who are you, old man?
When first I appear, I seem deleterious.
Shut up.
Do as he says. He's obviously a spirit of some sort, and we only need one.
Oh. There's a dead giant in my backyard. I heard Jack climbing down the beanstalk, calling for his axe. And when he reached the bottom, he took it and began hacking down the stalk. Suddenly, with the crash, the beanstalk fell, but there was no Jack. For all I know, he's been crushed by the ogre.
No reason to worry. If he's safe, then he's safe. And if he's crushed, well, there's nothing any of us can do about that. Now, is there? We must be off. I need my rest if tomorrow's search should commence.
Doesn't anyone care that a giant has fallen from the sky?
The third midnight is here. You've all the objects?
Yes.
That cow doesn't look white as milk to me.
Oh, well, she is. She is.
That cow's been covered in flour.
We did have a cow as white as milk. Honestly, we did.
Then where is she?
Well, she's dead.
We thought you'd prefer a live cow.
Of course I prefer a live cow, so bring me the dead cow and I'll bring her back to life.
You can do that?
Now!
There you are! I've been worried sick.
Look, Mother, the most
that plant?
She's too heavy.
What's happening? Milky White! Now I have 3 friends. A cow, a harp, and a hen.
Quiet! Feed the objects to the cow.
What?
You heard me. Feed them to the cow.
Go. Go.
Fill this.
I'll do it. She only milks for me. Squeeze now.
Wrong ingredient. Forget about a child.
No, wait a minute. We followed your instructions. 1, that cow is as white as milk.
Yes.
2, the cape is certainly as red as blood.
Yes.
And 3, the slipper.
Yes.
And 4, pair the hair with this ear of corn.
I pulled it from a maiden in the
You what? What were you doing there?
I happened to be passing by.
Untouch that hair. Don't you understand? I cannot have touched the ingredient.
No. The corn. What? Take the soup and the corn and feed it to the cow, quickly.
This had better work, old man, for the last stroke of midnight, or your son will be the last of your flesh and blood.
Son?
Please, not now.
Yes. Meet your father.
Father? Could that be you? I thought you died in a baking accident.
I didn't want to run away from you, son, but I just...
It's working. She's milking.
Into the cup.
We've given you what you wish.
No one can be expected child. What's wrong? What's happening? Where are you going?
Son!
Father! Father!
All has been repaired.
He's dead!
And so the mysterious man died, having outdone the curse on his house. And as for the baker, there would be no reunion with his father, and he and his wife, bewildered, returned home.
The witch, who had been punished with age and ugliness the night that the beans were stolen from the lightning flash, now returned to her former state of youth and beauty.
As for Milky White, after a night of severe indigestion, was now reunited with the now wealthy Jack. As for the prince, he began a search for the foot to fit the golden slipper. When he came to Cinderella's house,
Have you no other daughters?
to which the woman replied,
No, only a stunted little kitchen wench, which his late wife left behind. But she is much too dirty. She cannot show herself.
I insist.
And when Cinderella presented herself and tried on the slipper, it fit like a glove.
This shall be the true bride.
I always wanted a son.
And much to the dismay of the stepmother and her daughters, he took Cinderella away.
She bore twins and lived impoverished in the desert until the day her prince, wandering aimlessly, heard the voice so familiar that he went towards it. And when he approached Rapunzel, overjoyed at seeing him, fell into his arms. Weeping, 2 of her tears wetted his eyes, and her touch restored his vision.
Rapunzel, I was going to come and fetch you as soon as you learned your lesson.
Who are you?
Surely you remember.
Mother?
This is who I truly am. Come with me, child. We can be happy as we once were.
She will not go with you.
Let her speak for herself. Please. You're the only family I know. You give me no choice.
As is often the way in these tales, in exchange for her youth and beauty, the witch lost her power over others.
When the wedding with the prince was celebrated, Lucinda, Florinda, and Griselda all attended, wishing to win favor with Cinderella and share in her good fortune.
But as the stepsister stood by the blessed couple, pigeons swooped down and poked out their eyes, punishing them with blindness.
I see your princess found you.
Yes.
Thank you for the slipper.
I never thought I'd wed a prince.
I never thought I'd ever find you.
I never thought I could be so happy.
And it came pass that all that seemed wrong was now right.
And the kingdoms were filled with joy.
And those who deserved were certain to live a good and happy life. Ever after. Journey's over, all is mended. And it's not just for today, but tomorrow. And it's headed ever after. All the curses haven't ended. The verses wiped away. All is tenderness and laughter for forever after. Happy now and happy until long ever after. There's danger right at you. Oh yeah, it's amazing. Oh yeah, now after the right conclusion, and we got what we deserve. None sighing, none sorrow, tenderness and laughter. Joy today and bliss tomorrow and forever after. I'll say, you're small, you're happy. You're fine, you're blind. And we went to the woods again. You know, really blind. Perfect. I never could be the other power. And I don't like the flower in the tower. Then I went to the woods, get my wish, and now I'm ordinary. We're on par with they weren't happy now. Unhappy hearts as well as ever after. Had we used our common sense, been worthy of our discontents to be happy and forever. You will see your wish come true. Don't be careful, don't be clever. When you see your wish pursue, it's a dangerous endeavor, but the only thing to do. No fearful, no seek those second that you may lose. The path that you may no fearful, no seek those second that you may lose. The path that you may go through. No seek those you must exact, you must observe, you can't do more. Wish you can have your wish, you can't your wish, you can get your wish. Go into the woods, not be clear, for witches, ghosts, and wolves appear. Into the woods and through the fear, you have to take the journey. Into the woods and down the dell and rain, perhaps, but who can tell? Into the woods to lift the spell. Into the woods to lose the longings. Have a child. To let the prince get the money, save the house. The wolves to find the food. The kingdom to find, to let, to get, to save, to keep, to get, to go to the festival. Into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods and out of the woods. Happy continued and happy ever after. Later,
I wish
in the same far-off kingdom,
more than anything.
lived a young
More
princess.
than life.
The lad Jack.
More than footmen.
And the baker and his family.
No, I miss.
I wish
more than anything.
more than the moon. The time has come for a festival.
More than life.
I wish to sponsor a festival.
More than riches.
And a ball.
Miss my kingdom up in the sky.
More than anything.
I wish we had more room.
Another room.
But despite some minor inconveniences, they were all content.
I never thought I'd wed a prince.
I never thought I'd find perfection.
I never thought I could be so happy. Not an unhappy moment since.
We'd have a baby.
I never thought I could be so happy. I'm going to be the perfect wife.
I'm going to be the perfect son.
I'm going to be your perfect father.
I'm so happy.
Oh my goodness.
Are you all right?
Yes, I think so.
And the baby?
Yes, he's fine. Are you all right?
You! Have you done this to our house?
Always thinking of yourself? Look at my garden.
What of your garden?
Look!
Destroyed.
What's happened?
I was thrown to the ground. I saw nothing.
But what could do such a thing?
An earthquake. No earthquake. My garden has been trampled. Those are footprints.
Then who could do such a thing?
Any Anything that leaves a footprint that large is no who.
Do you think it was a bear?
A bear? Bears are sweet. Besides, you ever see a bear with 40-foot feet?
A dragon?
No scorch marks. Usually they're linked.
Manticore?
Imaginary.
Griffin?
Extinct.
Giant?
Possible. Very, very possible.
A giant.
Maybe we should tell someone.
Who are you going to tell?
Well, the royal family, of course.
The royal family? I wouldn't count on that family to snuff out a rat. With a giant, we'll all have to go to battle. A giant's the worst. A giant has a brain. Hard to outwit a giant. A giant's just like us. Only bigger. Much, much bigger. So big, we're just an expendable bug beneath its foot. Boom! Crunch!
We're moving.
And so, the baker proceeded to the castle, but not before visiting Jack and his mother.
Look, Milky White, it's the butcher.
The baker.
The baker.
What can we do for you, sir?
I'm here to investigate the destruction that was wrought upon our house today.
Jack has been home with me all day.
The baker told Jack and his mother he feared there was a giant in the land.
I know how to kill a giant. I can go to your house and...
You'll do no such thing.
Any help at all would be.
I'm sorry, but you'll get none from us. I don't remember you coming to my aid when there was a giant in my backyard.
A dead giant in your backyard is one thing. A crushed home is quite another.
Listen, giants never strike the same home twice. I wouldn't worry.
I'm taking the news to the castle nonetheless.
When the baker reached the castle, it was the princess who greeted his news. The story unfolds.
Excuse me, madam. This small man insists on seeing you.
I'm here to report the sighting of a giant in the land.
Where did you see the giant?
Well, I didn't exactly see it.
Then how do you know there's a giant in the land?
Our house was destroyed. There are footprints.
That could have been caused by any number of things. I will show you to the door. Wait.
Not long ago, a nearby household was visited by a giant descending from a beanstalk.
Yes, I remember. That giant was slain now. Come along.
Wait! We have a young child at home. Princess, our child was very hard to come by. His safety is of great importance to us.
Are we entirely through now?
Yes. I will take the news up with the prince when he returns. Thank you.
I'm going off to set the harp, Jack, like I did the hen.
Mother, no!
Jack, listen to me. We don't want that harp around here when there's a giant on the loose.
But Mother, I know how to kill a giant.
Please, we've had our fill of giants.
But Mother, if you could just let me help, I can go.
Enough. Promise me you won't leave your surroundings.
But Mother, I'm a man now.
You're still a little boy in your mother's eyes. Now I want you to promise. Promise.
I promise.
What happened to your house?
Well, we've had a baking accident.
A baking accident?
No use frightening the young thing.
You can't frighten her.
Well, I guess Granny will have to do without the bread and sweets. Besides, I have all I can carry.
Why such a load?
I'm moving in with Granny. We had an accident too. I came home to find our house was destroyed, as if a big wind blew it in, and I couldn't find my mother anywhere.
Oh no.
So I salvaged what I could, and now I'm off.
Oh, good friends, what news have you? What of Mother's grave? What kind of trouble? Oh no, I can't go investigate. A princess is not supposed to go into the woods unescorted. Great idea. I will disguise myself and go see what's wrong. Thank you.
We'll take you to Granny.
What?
I'm not going to let her go alone.
All right, I will take you.
I don't need anyone to take me. I've gone many times before.
But not when there have been such winds blowing.
That's right, we'll all take you.
What? No.
I'm not about to stay here with baby when the wind might return to this house too.
I know Mother made me promise, but I'm going to find the giant anyway. Wish me luck!
Each of the woods is always when you think at last you're through, and then each of the woods you go again to take another journey. Into the woods and let us clear, we can be forward, not to fear. Into the woods away from here, into the woods to find the giant.
Into the woods to grandmother life, to shield the child, to flee the wind,
Find the future.
to shield, to slay, to flee,
Find.
to fix, to hide, to move, to battle, to see what the trouble is. Ah! Rapunzel, what are you doing here? What's wrong?
No, nothing. You just locked me in a tower for all my life, blinded my prince, and then banished me to a desert where I have little to eat, and again, no company. And then more twins. Because of the way you treated me, I'll never be happy.
I was just trying to be a good mother. Stay here, there's a giant running about.
Brother, what a surprise.
Ah, brother, how good to see you.
What brings you into the wood today?
I'm investigating news of a giant.
You investigating news of a giant? My father would need to do that work. It's business for your steward, or less.
Well, what brings you into the wood?
Where Rapunzel has run off.
Run off?
She's a changed woman. She's been subject to hysterical fits of crying, which no soul could predict. I know not what to do.
What a pity.
And Cinderella?
She remains well.
Does she? Now, brother, do tell what you're really doing here.
High in a tower like yours was, but higher, a beauty at sleep. All round the tower, a thicket of briar, 100 feet deep. Agony, no frustration more keen, when the one thing you want is the only thing you've never seen.
I found a casket entirely of glass. No, it's unbreakable. Inside, don't ask it. Made in a lass, just as unwakeable,
What
but unmistakable. Agony is the way always part. She has skin white as snow.
Did you learn her name?
No, there's a dwarf standing guard. Agony, such that princes must weep. Always enthralled, most to anything, almost for something asleep.
If it were not for the thicket,
a thicket's no trick, is it thick?
It's the thickest.
The quickest is pick it apart with a stick.
Yes, but even one prick, it's my thing about blood.
Well, it's sick.
It's no sicker than your thing with dwarves.
Dwarfs are very upsetting. Not forgetting the task unachievable, mountains unscalable if it's conceivable, but unavailable.
Agony, misery,
woe, not to know what you miss.
Well, they lie for years,
and you cry on their beers.
What unbearable bliss! Agony that can cut like a knife.
Well, back to my wife. Rapunzel, I must be off. Godspeed to you, brother.
Godspeed.
And after hours of searching for Granny, our intrepid travelers lost not only their way, but their patience as well.
Are you sure this is the right direction?
We went down the dell.
Perhaps you've forgotten the path.
The path is straight.
Was straight, now there's no path.
What's happened?
He hopped and he fell.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
We're nearly there.
Whose might that be?
We're nearly there. I told you we're nearly there.
It's the steward and the royal family. What brings you into the woods?
Instead of caught by a giant.
Oh no! I told you. Why didn't you do something?
I don't make policy. I just carry it out.
And I warned you. You can't count on the royal family to solve your problems.
Maybe we should go back to the village.
I wouldn't be in such a rush if I were you. Guess what path the giant took to the castle.
But I heard that giants never strike the same house twice.
You heard wrong.
There!
The giant's a woman?
That size!
Where is the lad who killed my husband?
There is no lad here. We haven't seen him.
I want the lad who climbed the beanstalk.
We'll get him for you right away. Don't move.
It was you who destroyed our house, not a great wind. It's because of you I've no mother. And who destroyed my house? That boy asked for shelter, and he stole our gold, our hens, and our heart. And then he killed my husband. I must avenge the wrongdoing.
But we're not responsible for him.
You're wasting your breath.
She's right. You can't reason with a dumb giant.
Not all giants are dumb. Give me the boy. We told you he's not here.
The girl's telling the truth.
I know he's there, and I'm going to wait right here until he's delivered to me.
The giant, who was nearsighted, remained convinced that she had found the lad.
There is no consensus among them as of which course of action to take.
Put a spell on her.
I no longer have my powers. If I did, do you think I'd be standing here with all of you? Now, we'll have to give her someone.
Who?
The steward. It's in his line of duty to sacrifice his life.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm not giving up my life for anyone.
Don't take it personally. Guards.
I'm waiting.
You must understand, these were not familiar with making choices.
Their past experiences in the woods had in no way prepared them for a course this great.
Excuse me, but would you like a blind girl instead?
How dare you?
Put them out of their misery.
We're not that miserable.
What are you talking about?
Giant doesn't want a woman.
Fine. What do you suggest we do then?
I'm still waiting.
It is interesting to examine the moral issue in question here. The finality of stories such as these dictates.
Sorry, we tell the story. We're not part of it.
That's right. Not one of us.
You're always on the outside.
That's our role. You must understand there must always be someone on the outside.
You're going to be on the inside now.
You're making a big mistake.
Nonsense.
You need objective observers to pass the story along.
Some of us don't like the way you've been telling it.
If you drop us in the story, you'll never know how it ends. You'll be lost.
Wait, you're the only ones who know the story.
Do you think it'll be fun when you have to tell it yourselves? Think of your baby.
Wait, the red lets him go.
Now that's better. You don't want to live in a world full of chaos.
There must always be an outside.
Here you go!
This is not the lad.
Don't drop! Why did you push them into our arms?
You wanted to get rid of them too?
We could have thought of something different.
If it was up to you, a decision would never be made. Now that they're gone, we'll never know what happens next.
No, but we'll manage.
Must I search among you for the lad?
No! Check us as the boy. We have no food to eat, and he sold his beloved cow in exchange for magic beans. If anyone is to be punished, it's the man that made that exchange.
That's right.
Nonsense.
He was your responsibility. Now I must punish him for his wrong.
We have suffered too. Do you think it was a picnic disposing of your husband's remains?
You are getting me angry.
What about our anger? What about our loss? Who's been flouncing around through our kingdom?
Shh, be quiet. Don't upset the giant.
I'll hide my son, and you'll never find him. You'll never find him.
I'm warning you.
And if you don't go back this instant, we'll get you for all that you've done.
Where is your son? Is that him?
No, this is not the boy. Stay here.
The lad is hidden in the steeple tower.
That's true.
Yes. If he is not, I will return and find you.
Rapunzel.
No! Don't step on!
poor condition. Wake up.
Promise me you won't let them get Jack.
We won't.
Promise me you'll keep him safe.
We'll do all that we can.
Promise.
Promise!
All right, I promise.
No, come away from there. You killed her! I was just thinking of the greater good.
That's my job.
This is the world I meant. Couldn't you listen? Couldn't you stay content, safe behind walls, as I could not?
Life was so steady, and now this. When are things ever going to return to normal? We must be off if we're to return before nightfall.
Where are you going?
We're off to a hidden kingdom.
We can't take everyone.
Fools, there's nowhere to hide.
You'll never get there. We have to stay here and find our way through this together.
There are some people who are cut out to battle giants, and others are not. I don't have the constitution, and as long as I can be of no help, I'm going to hide.
Hiding's good!
I'm sure everything will turn out fine in the end.
Not always.
I hope the giant steps on them all.
Shouldn't say that.
You were thinking the same thing.
This is terrible. We just saw people die.
Since when have you been so squeamish? How many wolves have you carved up?
Oops, not the same thing.
Ask a wolf's mother.
Stop it!
I suggest we take that boy to the giant and give her what she wants.
Are you going to feed the boy to the giant?
If we don't, she'll kill half the kingdom.
Wait, 1 second, stop. Maybe if he apologizes or makes amends.
Yes, he'll return the stolen goods.
Yes.
She'll see that he's really a sweet boy at heart.
You people are all so blind. That boy is the reason there's a giant on our land. Well, you continue talking about the matter. I'll find the giant. I'll find the boy and I'll feed him to the giant for lunch.
Are we going to let her feed the boy to the giant?
No.
I'll have to find him first.
I'll go too.
No, you stay here with the baby.
It will fan out. It'll increase our chances of finding him. No, you stay here with the baby. I don't want you roaming about the woods.
You would leave our child with her?
Yes, the baby's asleep. He'll be safe with the girl.
But what if the giant were to return?
The giant won't harm them, I know.
How do you know?
I know.
But what if?
But what if? Will only a giant's foot stop your arguing? 100 paces go.
1,
2,
3,
4, 5, 6, 7,
81, 82, 83. What's wrong, ma'am? May I be of some service?
The tree has fallen. Mother's grave destroyed.
I'm so sorry.
All my wishes have been crushed.
Don't say that.
You wouldn't understand.
Well, you can't stay here. There's a giant on the loose.
I'm sure the prince will see to it that the giant is rid from our land.
There's been no sign of the prince. You look just like the princess, but dirty. You are the princess!
Get up, get up! I am not the princess here.
What are you to do?
I will return to the castle.
Haven't you heard? We came upon the steward and royal family. The castle has been set upon by a giant.
And the prince?
He was not with them. You must come with us. You'll be safe in our company. Where's my wife?
She said she'd only go 100 paces.
I'm sure she'll return.
No, I'd better go look for her.
Look who I found!
Please don't let her give me to the giant.
It's not our fault the giant wants you.
Ow, you're hurting me.
Let go of him.
Where did you find this? Where's my wife?
She's dead.
What?
I came upon her in the woods. She was under a tree.
He was sobbing over her like she was his own mother.
How awful.
How could this happen?
I buried her in a footprint.
What was I thinking?
Remorse will get
I
you
should have
nowhere.
just stayed with her. My wife is dead.
Wake up! People are dying all around you. You're not the only one to suffer a loss. When you're dead, You're dead. Now it's time to give this boy to the giant before we're all so much dead meat.
Leave him alone.
No! This is no time to be soft-hearted. That boy's going to the giant and I'm taking him.
Yes, he's the one to blame. It's because of you there's a giant in our midst and my wife is dead.
But it isn't my fault. I was given those beans to persuade me to trade away cow for beans, and without those beans, there'd have been no stock to get up to the giant in the first place.
Wait a minute, magic beans for a cow so old that you had to tell limestone which you told were the worthless beans were they oversold. Oh, and tell us who persuaded you to steal that gold.
So it's your fault.
No!
So it's your fault.
No!
Yes, it is.
It's not.
It's true.
Wait a minute, but I only sold the gold to get my cow back from you.
So it's your fault.
Yes.
No, it is neither kept those beans, but her house was cursed. She made us get a cow to get the curse reversed.
It's your father's fault that the curse got placed and the place got cursed in the first place. Oh, then it's his fault.
So, it was his fault.
No.
Yes, it is. It's his.
I guess.
Wait a minute, so I chopped down the beanstalk, right? That's clear, but without any beanstalk, that was clear. It's how it isn't like a giant get down here in the first place. Second place?
Yes.
How? Well, who had the other bean?
The other bean.
The other bean.
Who pocketed the other bean?
I didn't. Yes, I did.
So it's your fault.
No, it isn't, because I gave it to my wife.
So it's her
No,
fault.
it isn't.
Then whose is it?
Wait a minute, she exchanged that bean to obtain your shoe, so the one who knows what happened to the bean is you.
Bean, that old bean, that's your wife. Oh dear, but I never knew, and so I threw. Well, don't look here.
So it's your fault.
But it's her fault, but it isn't mine at all.
Well, if you hadn't gone back up again,
You were needy.
you were greedy. Did you need that hen?
But I got it from her mother.
So it's her fault then.
Yes, and what about the harp in the third place?
The harp, yeah, she went and dared me to.
I dared you to.
You dared me to. She said I was scared, so she dared me.
No,
Oh,
I
so
didn't.
it's your fault.
Wait a minute.
If you hadn't done him
And you
too.
had the harp alone.
Well, if you hadn't thrown away the beans in the first
Well,
place.
if she hadn't raised them
Right,
in the
if she
first
hadn't
place.
raised them in the
If she
first
raised the
place.
beans in the first place.
It's your fault.
You're responsible. You're the one to blame. It's your fault.
It's the last midnight. It's the last wish. It's the last midnight. Soon it will be boom, squish. Told a little lie, stole a little gold, broke a little vow. Did you? Had to get your prince, had to get your cow, had to get your wish, doesn't matter how. Anyway, it doesn't matter now. It's the last midnight. It's the broom splat. Nothing but a past midnight. Everybody smashed flat. Nothing we can do. Not exactly true. We can always give her the boy.
No.
No. No, of course, what really matters is the blame. Someone you can blame. Fine, if that's the thing you enjoy, placing the blame. If that's the aim, give me the blame. Just give me the boy.
No.
No. You're so nice. You're not good, you're not bad, you're just nice. I'm not good, I'm not nice, I'm just right. I'm the witch, you're the wolf. I'm the hitch, I'm what no one believes. I'm the witch. You're all liars and thieves like his father. Like his son will be too, well, why bother? You'll just do what you do with the last midnight. So goodbye, oh, coming at you fast, midnight. Soon you'll see the sky fall. Here you want a bean, have another bean. Beans were made for making you rich. Plant them and they soar. Here you want some more. Listen to the roar, giants by the score. Oh, will you blame another witch? It's the last midnight. It's the last verse. Now before it's past midnight, I'm leaving you my last curse. I'm leaving you alone. You can tend the garden, it's yours, separate and alone. Everybody down on all fours. I'll write another whack. Lost the beans again. Punish me the way you did that. Give me claws and a hunch. Just away from this bunch. And the gloom. And the doom. And the boom.
I shouldn't have stolen from the giant.
Maybe I shouldn't have strayed from the path.
Maybe I shouldn't have gone to the ball.
Yes. Maybe you shouldn't have.
Where are you going?
Away from here.
But you said we had to find our way out of this together.
It doesn't matter whether we're together or apart.
But we need you.
You don't understand. My wife was the only one who really helped. I depended on her for everything.
You would leave your child?
My child would be happier in the arms of a princess.
Wait! All right. Come on. Jack!
I thought you were dead.
Not completely. Are we ever?
As far as I'm concerned, you are.
Look, I wandered into that garden to get your mother a gift, and I foolishly took some of those beans for myself. How was I to know? How are we ever to know? When your mother died, I ran from my guilt. And now aren't you making the same mistake?
No.
Aren't you running away?
No more questions, please. No more tests. Comes the day you say what for. Please, no more.
Disappoint, we disappear, we die, but we don't.
What?
They disappoint in turn, I fear, forgive though they won't.
No more riddles. No more jests. No more curses you can't undo. Left by fathers you never knew. No more quests. No more feelings. Time to shut the door. Just no more.
Running away, let's do it. Free from the ties that bind. No more despair or burdens to bear out there in the under. Running away, we'll do it. Where did you have in mind? Have to take care unless there's a where. You'll only be wandering blind. Just more questions, different kind. Where are we to go? Where are we ever to go? Running away, we'll do it. Why sit around resigned? Trouble is on. The farther you run, the more you feel undefined. For what you have left undone, and more what you've left behind. We disappoint, we leave a mess, we die, but we don't.
Disappoint in turn, I guess, forgive though we won't. Like father, like son. No more giants waging just pursue our lives with our children and our wives till that happier day arrives. How do you ignore all the witches, all the curses, all the wolves, all the lies, the false hopes, the goodbyes, the reverses, all the wondering what even worse is still in store. All the children, all the giants, no more.
I knew you wouldn't give up.
He wouldn't leave his baby.
It looked like he was going to.
Give me my son. He always cries when I...
Now what are we going to do?
Well, we have to find a way to surprise the giant or strike her.
She's too tall to surprise.
Oh, good friends, I need your help now more than ever. We need a way to fell the giant. You could do that? How can I ever thank you?
You can talk to birds?
The birds will help.
How?
Well, when she comes near, they'll blind her.
What good will that do?
Then you can surprise her, strike her, or whatever you do to kill a giant.
But once she's blind, she'll stagger about.
She'll get angry.
And she'll crush us all.
Lead her into an area smeared with pitch. Her shoes will stick and she won't be able to move.
Yes, but lead her where?
Yes, where?
A tree.
Yes, the tree over there.
All right. Well, we'd better get going. Here, my child will be safest with you. Come on, it'll be dark soon.
Oh no. Now, don't cry. I know, you want your mother. I'm so glad you're here to help me. What's wrong?
My granny's gone.
I'm so sorry.
I think my mother and my granny would be very unhappy with me.
Why?
They always say to make them proud. And here I am about to kill somebody.
Not somebody. A giant who is doing harm.
But a giant's a person too. Aren't we to show forgiveness? I think my mother would be very unhappy with these circumstances.
Mother cannot guide you. Now you're on your own. Only me beside you. Still you're not alone. No one is alone. Believe me, no one is alone. Sometimes people leave you halfway through the wood. Others may deceive you. You decide what's good. You decide alone. But no one is alone.
I wish.
I know.
Wait till my mother's here. I've slayed a giant.
Jack, your mother is dead.
What? Was she killed by the giant?
She was arguing with the giant, trying to protect you. And she was struck a deadly blow by the prince's steward.
Oh no. Why would someone do that?
He was afraid she was provoking the giant.
No one can bring her back?
No one.
Once I'm done slaying the giant, I will slay him.
You'll do nothing of the kind.
But what he did was wrong. He should be punished.
He will be, somehow.
How?
I don't know. Stop asking me questions that I can't answer.
I'm going to kill him.
Then kill him! No. Don't kill him.
Mother isn't here now.
Wrong things, right things.
Who knows what she'd say?
Who can say what's
Nothing's
true?
quite so clear now.
Do things, fight things.
Feel you've lost your way.
You decide, but you are not alone.
Believe me, no one is alone.
No one's alone, believe me.
Truly,
You
move
just
a
a
finger. Say the slightest word. Something's bound to linger. Be heard.
No one is alone. Careful, no one is alone.
People make mistakes.
Fathers,
Mothers, people make mistakes. Holding to their own. Thinking they're alone. Honor their mistakes. Everybody makes one another's terrible mistakes. Wishes can be right. Tryings can be good. You decide what's right. You decide what's good. Just remember. Someone is on your side. Our side. Someone else is not. While we're seeing our side, maybe we forgot. They are not alone. No one is alone. Hard to see the light now.
just don't let it go.
Things will turn out right now. We can make it so. Someone is on your side.
Here she comes.
Remember, don't let her know our plan.
Where is the boy? We don't know.
Yes, we do. We can't go on hiding him any longer. He must pay the price for his wrongs.
Quick, tell me where he is. Over there.
Yes, see the tree where the birds are hiding? Jack is in that tree, hiding.
Thank you. Now justice will be served, and I shall leave your kingdom.
Good birds.
She doesn't look happy.
Ouch!
The club is stuck in her head.
But they've done it. She's swaying.
She's bleeding all over.
She's beginning to fall.
She's falling this way.
The spotted spoon can catch the potato.
Every knot was one straight rope. The harder to wait, the better to have.
The greater the good, the harder the blow.
My mic's on, obnoxiously loud.
When going to hide, know how to get there.
And eat first.
Now we can all return home and to be sure there'll be no more killing.
But where am I to go? I have no home.
Well, Jack, it may be time for you to go out on your own.
No, it's not. I'll take care of him.
You will?
Yes, I'll be your mother now, Jack.
But I don't want a mother. I want a friend. And a pet.
Of course, we'll have nowhere to go, so we'll move in with you.
Oh, no.
It'd be fun.
But my house is in shambles, and of course you can stay with me.
And you shall join us too.
You will not return to the castle?
I will gladly help with your house. There are times I actually enjoy cleaning.
How proud my wife would have been of us. And how sad it is that my son will never know her. Maybe I just wasn't meant to have children.
Don't say that. Of course you were meant to have children.
But how can I go about being a father with no one to mother my child? 'Tis called the child. Yes, call upon the child.
Look, tell him the story of how it all happened. Be father and mother. You know what to do.
Alone.
Sometimes people leave you halfway through the wood. Do not let it grieve you. No one leaves for good. You are not alone. No one is alone. Hold him to the light now. Let him see the glow. Things will be all right now. Tell him what you know.
Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom,
Careful the things you say.
there lived a young maiden,
Children will listen.
a sad young lad.
Careful the things you do. Children will see.
And a childless baker
And
with his wife.
learn. Children may not obey, but children will listen. Children will look to you for which way to turn to learn what to be. Careful before you say, listen to me. Children will listen. Though it's fearful, though it's deep, though it's dark, and you may lose the path you may go.
Though it's fearful, though it's deep, though it's dark, and though you may lose the path that you may come to fall.
You can't expect, you have to pick. There are always wolves, there are always smells, there are always beats or giant toes. So into the woods you go again, you have to every now and then. Into the woods, no telling when, be ready for the journey. Into the woods, but not too fast for what you wish you lose at last. Into the woods, but mind the past. Into the woods, but mind the future. But not to stray. Or tempt the wolf, or steer from the giant. The way is dark, the light is dim. But no fears you, me, her, and him. The chances look small, the choices look grim. But everything you learn there will help when you return there. The light is getting dimmer.
I think I see a glimmer.
Into the woods you have to grope, but that's the way you learn to cope. Into the woods to find there's hope of getting through the journey. Into the woods each time you go, there's more to learn than what you know. Into the woods but not too slow. Into the woods it's nearing midnight. Into the woods to find the wolves, to heed the wish, to honor the giant, to find to heed, to find to dig, to teach, to join, to go to the festival. Into the woods, into the woods, into the woods, and I go. Happy ever after, I wish.
Hi, I'm Elmhurst Police Chief Steve Neubauer. Elmhurst is a great place to live and work. However, we are not crime-free. Many people in our community become victims of crime simply because they did not lock their belongings. I would ask you to do two things. First, lock your car, house, and bike. Secondly, call 911 to report suspicious activity to the Elmhurst Police Department. The Elmhurst Police Department reminds you to lock it or lose it.
1 in every 150 children is diagnosed with autism. Autism is treatable. Recovery is possible. To learn more about autism, contact the Autism Research Institute at autism.com. Don't let your child become a statistic.
This is a tree that was never chopped down to make a crutch that was never needed by a child who never got polio because a vaccine was never in short supply. Thanks to people whose compassion wasn't either. You can help Rotary end polio now. Learn how you can help at rotary.org/endpolio.